2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Nets taking on the Bulls. For Brooklyn, they're hungry for a big win to start this season off right. The more emphatic, the better, as they set the tone for the year ahead. Bulls, Nets is coming up next, and we'll be right back.
Yo, Fink, you and Snoop Dogg what are you smoking out? Who's got that fire? Won't you pass me the green so I get higher? Nigga, who got that fire?
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players wore them. And that's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. And PJ Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, what are they feeling here on opening day from the harsh ending to last season, still very vivid in their minds?
Kevin, they are motivated. You've had to think about that all summer long, and the chance for retribution starts here.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Williams is out there with Wendell Carter, and it's Temple in at the 3. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the 2-guard position. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Now Irving. Pass to Durant. He dishes it to Harden. From downtown. Another shot. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Come to me.
Levine kicks to White. Carter outside. Outside White. Pass to Levine for the 3.
You got it. Come on.
Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Here's White. James Harden picking up that last basket. And there's the pass to Temple. No good on the 3. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Harden way outside. No good on the shot. And the Bulls going the other way now. White looking around. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
To the paint. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats. This team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Durant with a wide-open look. Knocks down the three ball.
Kevin Durant is a threat to shoot it as soon as the ball hits his hands. This guy incredible, relentless as a scorer.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three.
In some changes. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Williams. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's Satoransky. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside, Levine.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Harden. 29 points for him last game against Dallas.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Brown outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Levine. Passes it to Gafford. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Durant. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a three-point game. Here's Levine. The rebound by Luwawu. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Green dishes to Harden. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Harden's got 6.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
The shot's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Nets lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Valentine out there with Young, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm gonna shoot, huh?
That free throw good from Shamet. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Now Harden, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. That one good for 2. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle. And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this
Teammate.
So for the Nets, Joe Harris has checked in for Bruce Brown, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Williams comes in for Thaddeus Young. Garrett Temple is checked in for Levine, and it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. Shamet, good, and Harris gets the assist. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Temple, the pass to Valentine. Now the dish to Carter. Here's Temple. He's covered by Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. That one rolling around and rims out. Nets leading by 9. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Shamet. Picked his pocket. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Valentine shot good.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Valentine passes to Carter. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. It certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do.
Carter hits them both.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
The pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Temple. Passes to White. Out left to the wing. Lock at 6. Valentine, that's for 2. And the Bulls with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Carter outside. Back to White. Kicks it to Valentine. It's good from long range.
Timeout.
Valentine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Now with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink. especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here's Llewellyn. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Harris. Pass to Irving. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 1:05 left in the first half of the game. And Temple kicks to White. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. White's got 6.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn, outside Williams. Tipped away. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count that one. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
Outside Irving. The pass to Durant. Pulls up on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He's got 9.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And with Durant back in action, you know the Achilles will be on his mind and everyone else's. Shaq, do you see him returning to his pre-injury form?
There haven't been a lot of success stories coming back from the Achilles, but if anyone can do it, it's Kevin Durantula Durant.
Yeah, I think it's going to take more than a year, though, Ernie, for sure. But Durant, like Shaq said, he's the one guy who can do it.
Yo, we made it to the end, my guy. I appreciate y'all. You definitely a real one if you made it this far. Don't forget to sub up if you're new and turn that like button blue for me. Comment and turn on those post notifications so you can be the first to catch these bangers when I drop them. Until then, stay safe and be easy.